I grew up in Cary, North Carolina.
When's the first time you ever went to the fair?
No, guys, I'm gonna be making this beef noise.
That's fine.
I don't remember. It was, I think, pretty much every year growing up. So
Diaper vibes?
something.
Were you in diapers?
I'm sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure. My parents are big fans of the fair, and of diapers. They were one of the first people in Cary to use them. No. Yeah. But I don't remember like the first time. I remember just kind of growing up with it, you know.
Did you ever go to shows in here, Dorton?
I remember the circus and some Raleigh Ice Caps games. I do not have a clear memory of seeing a show here.
That would have been in 93 for the Ice Cap or something.
Yeah.
91, 92,
Yeah.
think they
I was
were
like
around.
13,
13.
and yeah.
All right.
I don't remember seeing a show here, honestly. I never came the past 2 years they had
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shows and stuff.
What's, what is growing up where I did, and then probably growing up where you did, we probably had some conception of like what the fair meant as like people growing up in small towns, in the suburbs of North Carolina. What did the whole thing? What was it about? I mean, part of it's like community, goofing off with your friends. Is that it, or what was the deal with the fair to you?
I mean, yeah, like high school, middle school, you get a big crew and come out together and try to all stay together and split off and stuff. But yeah, it was about the simple joys of the fair, the rides and the food. But yeah, you definitely do get a better understanding of the state you live on when you sort of get the whole state in the one kind of sort of one place. But yeah, I think yeah, it was just like the nostalgia of the fall comes around and you start thinking about the fair coming up. And
What's the craziest
Wow.
shit that ever happened to you at the fair?
there's no alcohol served here. I didn't get in too much trouble. No, cut that. No.
Besides this,
Yeah, I think this. Yeah,
there's gotta be something else.
there's nothing that comes to mind. Fair story.
Making out in the ghost train, that's one of them for me. Personally.
Made out on Gravitron once.
How do you make out on a gravity?
It was really weird. But that was the whole goal. It was just awkward. It wasn't that hot, but we did it just to do it. It was like premeditated make out on the Gravitron.
It seems like braces could get
Oh,
stuck
yeah.
on the gravity.
Yeah.
What's when did you get asked to do this, play this show?
It was not that long ago. Maybe it was like shortly after we did that Groove in the Garden. So that was in July, I think.
You got asked to do. That's when y'all got asked to do these?
It was like after that. So maybe August, something like that.
Okay. All right. Wow. What did you think? Were you like, that sounds fucking weird, or that sounds cool?
I
or
was
both?
totally pumped. It was just an email from our booking agent, or maybe a text. And I was like at work at the restaurant where I work at, and it was like in the middle of the shift, and I was just like, yeah. I mean, I immediately thought it kind of made sense in a lot of ways to me because, you know, the article you wrote the other year, I just put it immediately together. I was like, oh, that's rad. They're reaching out to North Carolina bands, and I was just pretty thrilled that they asked us to do the big headline, you know.
Yeah. What's
All that.
2 seconds. This thing kind of shifted on you.
They couldn't afford the Ava brothers, I heard. No.
You're good.
No one can afford the brothers, for Christ's sake.
I remember seeing them at Chico's in Winterville, where I worked, a Mexican restaurant. They used to play their
Winterville's
shows.
right beside Green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
My
that-
brother lives in Winterville, that's right. I mean, there's like this running joke, right, about state fair bands is a punchline.
Yeah.
And for years, that was the case with this state fair. It was like washed up country shit or stuff you never heard of. But I mean, I think it's kind of cool that they're trying to reinvent what that means for this fair. Like,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it seems like I doubt the majority of people here have any clue who we are, but if a few of them see us, it's like it's beneficial to us to like sort of tap it into the main vein of like the state.
All right, cool. What are you talking about? All right, first thing I want to ask you is,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you more concerning guitar. Were you playing the whole lot of Ruggs guitar?
That is Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Were you aware that Led Zeppelin played this room April 8, 1970?
I did not know that.
Well, that's true.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
You want me to tell you the set list?
Yes, please.
All right, here we go.
Did they play Heartbreaker? Probably. It was 1970.
1970, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, that's a...
I always like, anytime they ask for center guitar, I like to play like one of those like fancy solos, you know?
You just told me you've been listening to more Led Zeppelin.
I've been listening to this. Has been like a big Led Zeppelin year for me.
When did it start?
It started right after the last record came out. So a little more than a year ago, I found like a copy of Physical Graffiti. And then I was like, hey, you know, it's funny with like music, it's like I've been listening to Physical Graffiti since I was like 10.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, as you get older,
It comes back around.
yeah, it comes back around. And like, it's crazy with Led Zeppelin, I realized like, this time listening to it, after like a absence of like 6 or 7 years, like how influential like song structure and like guitar tone and like recording, the whole thing, like it's like you pick up those things when you're really little, like kind of intuitively, and then they stay with you and they keep like giving to you forever.
Yeah.
You know.
Set list. We're
Yeah.
going to Groove, Days and Confused, Heartbreaker, Big Old
Yeah.
Woman, White Summer, Black Mountainside, Since
Nice.
I've Been Loving You, Organ Solo.
Awesome.
Organ Solo.
Damn it.
Thank You, What Is and What Should Never Be, Moby Dick.
Moby Dick, big closer in 1970.
It's all you give me, but it's something.
The review of Hendrix when he played in this room.
Hendrix played in this room?
Yeah.
I was harsh.
It was like a negative, really negative review.
Was that part of like the Herman Hermits Monkeys thing?
I think it was a really old.
Oh,
critic.
really?
It was
Wow.
Just like, what the fuck is this?
Oh wow. Yeah, like yeah.
You ever played in a room that Led Zeppelin's played in before?
No. No, we played next door to a room that Led Zeppelin played in though. Which we played over the summer. We played in Asbury Park, right next to the convention center.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
where like Doors and
Yeah.
like I think the Stooges even played there like in the 70s. But then it like fell into disrepair. We were on like the boardwalk right next to it. But I think I did sound check the Heartbreaker solo that.
What You're not from North Carolina, are you?
No sir. New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. Yeah. Hi Speedy.
Hi.
That's my daughter.
There's that crown again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You moved to North Carolina 10 years ago?
Yeah, almost exactly 10 years ago.
All right.
Yeah.
You ever been to the fair?
We went once.
With
No, in the first year that I came here, with it was like I've been living here for a year, and then Corden and I, my wife, we went, and it was some culture shock.
What do you tell me about it?
I think like the main thing, it's not that people eat turkey legs. It's like the amount
Turkey leg.
of turkey legs. You know, it's like you see two people eating turkey legs, you're like, it's probably really good. You see like a whole
Sea of turkey legs.
sea of turkey legs, and you're like, man, where am I?
What did you? Does it feel weird to be like in a rock and roll band and be asked to play the state fair and kind of your about?
It was crazy. It was wild, and it kind of feels a little subversive in a way, you know, because it just feels like we're like pretty underground rock and roll band, you know, like we play in like dark clubs and stuff, and like to be in a room this big, it's kind of like the Cockroaches are kind of like running the stage tonight, you know, which feels good.
Do you think that had something to do with you being the first band to finish sound check?
Well, we had to do the Cockroach Rock and Roll Band sound check test, the challenge, and we've been training. We had a better time today at practice, but I think we got pretty close.
All right.
Yeah.